Hi everyone, in this video we're going to be talking about email software tools, and in particular we're going to be talking about what are autoresponders. So in case you are brand new, I wanted to explain that an autoresponder is a service such as Aweber, GetResponse, ActiveCampaign, ConvertKit. You may have heard those names. All of those services are autoresponders, and they allow us to store our email contacts, manage unsubscribes, etc. So essentially, it's a software, generally a subscription-based software, which will contain all of the information about your email list, and they will help you manage that email list. So if somebody wants to unsubscribe, they will make that process nice and simple via placing unsubscribe links at the bottom of the emails that you send out. Also, they generally provide ability for you to automate your email sequences so that there is automated marketing and automated relationship building emails that are going to be going out to your email contacts. They provide functionality for you to insert those opt-in forms into your website, and will store the contacts that join your email list. And also, very importantly, they help you get into the inbox. There are basically solutions that allow you to manage your own email list on your WordPress website, but they require a lot of difficult technical setup. If you go with an autoresponder, you might have to pay a monthly fee, but they will actually help you to have your message delivered into the inbox and not into your spam folder or promotion folder. And that is very, very important. The services that I'm going to be talking about here today are going to help you get your message into the inbox rather than end up in a promotion tab, or rather than end up in a spam tab. So here are the three best autoresponder solutions that I personally have used and I recommend for you to use. We are currently using GetResponse for one of our websites. For all the other websites, I'm currently using ConvertKit. So the three autoresponder services that I recommend are ConvertKit, GetResponse, and Aweber. They generally, I prefer ConvertKit and GetResponse. Aweber is sort of there for backup, just in case for whatever reason you are unable to use ConvertKit or GetResponse. I'm gonna talk to you about the different scenarios for when you might be wanting to choose one or the other. So let's start with ConvertKit. ConvertKit is a really, really good software. They help me have my emails delivered into the inbox. That's what I use currently for my caffeinated blogger email list, as well as some of the other niche websites that we have. But they are quite strict in terms of what you write in your emails. So they don't allow you to make various outrageous claims in your emails, which I don't believe that anyone should be doing anyway. And but they are good for a majority of niches. So let's go and read ConvertKit terms, acceptable use policy together, so that you can get an understanding for what kind of niches and what kind of websites are okay to be used with ConvertKit. So if you go ahead and type in ConvertKit terms of use into Google, that will open up a page that looks similar, and then click the second result that says acceptable use policy. That will open up this kind of page, and here you will be able to see who ConvertKit is for. It says it's for creators, so it's for bloggers, for niche website marketers like us, okay? It's not for spammers, but we're not spammers, and what I'm teaching you here is not spamming. You're going to actually be running a legitimate website, and as it says here, in order to protect our platform and overall deliverability, there are certain industries, niches, and type of content that we do not allow at ConvertKit. Okay, so you will need to go through an approval process. It says most new accounts are required to go through an approval process. And okay, here you can see what is prohibited content. So prohibited content is, the first two probably won't be applicable to you anyway. You cannot use purchase subscriber lists, but that's not what we are going to be learning here anyway. You're going to be learning how to build your own subscriber list from people who opt in on your website. Okay, you cannot have products, services, or content associated with Forex, trading, or binary. So if you have a website in forex trading or binary niches, you will not be able to use ConvertKit. Adult content, so various adult websites, etc., that's not something that ConvertKit will allow. There is gambling or betting related websites. They are also not allowed, so casinos and that kind of thing. Okay, there is something here says make money online or get rich quick schemes. So the worst of the make money online type industries are not allowed. However, my website is in, I guess, a related make money online niche. You know, it is about, it's about my niche, Caffeinated Blogger website is in the blogging niche, or I help people learn how to build niche websites, how to start blogs. That seems to be allowed. There are a lot of blogs out there that are similar to me and that are using ConvertKit. I have not had problems. I don't make any outrageous claims like, you know, make $10,000 in 24 hours, which are complete rubbish and BS. Generally, if I do put any content, I put my own experience. I don't put some kind of unbased claims. I put things that are true for me. And so far I have not had problems with ConvertKit because of that. So touch wood, that's going to be, to stay like this. Okay, so as you can see, content that may incite violence, illegal activity, etc. So some things are not quite allowed, okay? But I believe that for majority of niches that we've talked about in this course, you're going to be okay. What they don't also allow here is CBD, marijuana, and supplement marketing. So if you're talking about supplement marketing, you might have problems. You might have to use some of the other autoresponders, no multi-level marketing, so network marketing, and no weapons. So that's, I think it's important for you to read this and just to assess whether your niche is probably going to be okay with ConvertKit or not, so that you start with the right service. Now, one thing that I want to mention, if for whatever reason you get started with ConvertKit and then ConvertKit decides to close your account, it's not the end of the world, because you can always move your account to another autoresponder. So don't obsess with it, too much. And if you end up starting with a service now and you need to move later, that's completely fine. It's just a little bit of a pain, obviously, to do, but it's not the end of the world. So just do your best, of course, to choose the right service upfront for you. ConvertKit would be my #1 recommendation. But let's also talk about GetResponse. Now, GetResponse actually are not very picky in terms of niches at all. They just don't allow anything that's got to do with drugs and pharmaceuticals. But I think even supplements are okay. Make money online is okay with them. Their deliverability is actually quite good, and it's good for pretty much all niches. So I'm going to show you their terms here quickly. So when you look at the terms of service for GetResponse, there is this thing, there is this section 6, prohibited practices, content and industries. So if you click on this, that will open up this page that says practices that are strictly prohibited. So sending spam, and we're not going to be sending spam anyway. We're going to be sending solicited messages, so messages which people want to receive from us. So no purchase to rented email list, that's completely fine. Oh yes, sorry, it was this link here. This one says identified here. So if we look at that, you can see fraudulent goods, services, schemes, or promotions. So make money fast schemes. So schemes are not allowed, but affiliate marketing and niche websites and everything else, in my interpretation, is okay. Pyramid schemes, of course, not allowed. Payday loans, not allowed. But aside from that, I am pretty certain. Oh, and you can't market nicotine, alcohol, drugs of any kind, medical services, medical aid, video lotteries, that kind of thing. But virtually every other niche is okay with GetResponse. So this would be my #2 recommendation. And if you have any problems, or if for whatever reason your accounts might get shut down or something like that by ConvertKit or by GetResponse, the third service that I recommend is Aweber. Aweber are pretty good, great customer service. They're not very picky. The only thing that I will just say up front is that I used GetResponse for about 3 or 4 years with amazing results. But then something happened and I started having problems hitting inbox. I used to send the same email from ConvertKit and then same email from Aweber. ConvertKit gets emails delivered into the inbox. Aweber goes to promotions. Not spam, goes to promotions. So the open rates on Aweber just dropped, and I think it has something to do with their sending architecture, perhaps the IP addresses of their servers. Don't know what it is, but I started having problems inboxing. That's why I actually switched to ConvertKit probably 2 years ago, and I really like ConvertKit. But many people out there swear by Aweber, and a lot of big name marketers also use Aweber. So it could work for you in case the other two, for whatever reason, are not suitable for you. That's it for this video. This is the introduction and overview to the top 3 email services that I personally have used and I recommend for you to use as well. And I'll see you in the next video.